After waking up in an unfamiliar place, there is initial confusion and disorientation. The atmosphere is tense as everyone appears to be desperately searching for something to quench their thirst. Rumors circulate about a special spring that weeps tears of blood. A group discovers a new spring and potential labor source. The mood shifts to excitement as they prepare for a hunt for blood beads. New members are instructed to wear purifier masks for protection, as without them, the Revenants risk joining the Lost Ones. The situation grows dire as springs are found dry and the miasma thickens. Time is running short before the next collection. The group is tasked with searching tunnels for blood beads to meet Silva's levy requirements, or face harsh consequences. Oliver Collins introduces himself and explains about the Lost Ones, dormant beings that eventually transform into monsters. While exploring, the group encounters dangerous situations and must use whatever means necessary to survive. The harsh reality of the levy system becomes clear. All Revenants must pay with blood beads, no exceptions. Those who touch mysterious vestiges risk transformation into the lost. The desperate situation forces some to be sacrificed for others' survival. The world is explained. After the Queen's defeat, the Red Mist appeared and trapped everyone inside what became known as the Jail of the Mists. This society of Revenants is ruled by Silva. Without blood, Revenants turn into lost creatures, creating an endless cycle of death and rebirth. A unique ability is discovered, the power to be a void type that can gain abilities through vestiges and revitalize blood springs. This unprecedented talent offers new hope for the struggling society dependent on blood beads. The current crisis is detailed. Blood springs are drying up, making blood beads increasingly rare. Silva's system of levying and distributing blood beads is failing. The society desperately needs more blood beads to maintain order and survival. Research reveals blood springs form along blood veins, tube-like structures running through the earth. This suggests the existence of a source or headwaters for blood beads. The ability to clear miasma opens new possibilities for exploring and finding this source. The group prepares to investigate blood springs in the old city ruins. With new abilities to clear the miasma, they can finally access previously blocked areas and continue their vital research into the blood springs. In a dangerous territory filled with lost beings, there is tension in the air as blood is detected. A confrontation occurs between groups over a human, with threats exchanged about ownership and protection. The sweet scent of human blood becomes a point of conflict between the opposing sides. A heated debate unfolds about the rights of humans versus Revenants. One side argues humans are not property and deserve equal rights to live, while the other justifies using humans for blood, claiming it's a fair exchange for protection. The discussion reveals the complex relationship between Revenants and humans in this world. Following the trail of blood beads, a tense encounter occurs with a frightened human wielding a knife. After discussion, information is provided about government shelters where humans can live safely, though they must still donate blood. The interaction highlights the strained human-revenant dynamics. Reflections on how everything has changed since the Great Collapse, except for their appearances. A painful memory surfaces about someone named Cruz and past events that led to their current situation. The weight of responsibility and past decisions becomes evident. A crucial memory reveals the truth about Cruz's frenzy and its devastating consequences, including many deaths. A mission emerges to find a stable blood bead source to free Revenants from their thirst and create peace between humans and Revenants. The focus shifts to taking responsibility and moving forward. During a break, the significance of eating onigiri is discussed, despite Revenants not needing food. It serves as a connection to their human past and memories, helping maintain their humanity and prevent becoming like the lost. The food becomes a symbol of holding on to their former selves. The search leads back to the old city ruins. A confrontation occurs involving Mia and Nicola, with tension over blood beads and a near-frenzy situation. The scene reveals the desperate measures some take to survive and protect their loved ones. Mysterious memories surface involving a snowy mountain and important decisions made in the past. The situation becomes dire as someone begins losing themselves, emphasizing the critical need for blood beads and the constant struggle for survival. The investigation leads back to the old city ruins, specifically to a goddess statue containing a hidden mechanism. Despite recovering from earlier troubles, someone makes a special request to learn about a specific location, though the exact path remains unknown. A group discusses traveling through Miasma to reach a snowy mountain destination. They strike a deal with a new companion who agrees to help them with their objective in exchange for assistance reaching their destination. The atmosphere is cooperative and hopeful despite the challenges ahead. The group introduces themselves, Giacomo, Lewis, and their new companion, Mia Karnstein, who proves to be skilled in combat. They welcome her warmly to their team, acknowledging her fighting abilities while maintaining a friendly dynamic. Marisami finishes repairing everyone's equipment. The group shows caring dynamics as they interact, with some members being notably enthusiastic about friendship. There is discussion about staying safe in battle and protecting those waiting at home. A touching moment occurs as someone shares about losing friends after the Great Collapse. They express gratitude for current companions who help them avoid losing themselves when becoming a revenant. Their dedication to protecting friends is evident. A character expresses desire to join the group, but feels held back by inability to fight. They worry about being a burden while wanting to make a difference, showing internal conflict between aspirations and limitations. Gregorio Silva delivers a rallying speech about fighting the Queen's miasma. He acknowledges losses to the miasma and those who became lost, encouraging everyone to remember fallen comrades and loved ones while pledging victory in the ongoing war. A medical assessment reveals successful revival after death with no signs of frenzy. Discussion of Revenants' immortality occurs, with warnings about the dangers of becoming lost. Protection against the Queen's thickening miasma is emphasized. A new team assignment is made, with emphasis on using the newcomer's skills against the Queen. Clear warnings are given about not drinking the Queen's blood due to risk of rejection and joining the lost. Information about the Queen is shared, originally a revenant with great power who helped create beneficial medicines and masks before becoming corrupted. Her blood had healing properties, but ultimately led to her transformation into a blood-hungry demon. The narrative shifts to memories involving Karen and Lewis, discussing medical research with parasites and corpse soldiers. Project Queen emerges as a potential solution to Revenant's bloodthirst, though ethical concerns are raised about the methods. Project Queen is underway with positive initial results, showing no bloodlust in the subject after 1 week. While maintaining a strong sense of self, there are some concerning side effects, though these are dismissed as minor issues. The subject is instructed to follow directions carefully for optimal results. Something has gone terribly wrong with humanity's last hope, which has transformed into something dark and dangerous. The narrator expresses deep concern about leaving someone named Karen alone, showing strong emotional attachment and worry for their well-being. After accepting the relic, the subject experiences intense physical symptoms, including burning blood. Their sense of self is deteriorating with each blackout, leading to memory loss, including their own name. However, they hold on to one crucial memory they refuse to forget. The group encounters a massive guardian and gate, suggesting more challenges ahead. They discover a powerful vestige controlling regeneration abilities. The team realizes they must destroy the source of damage to proceed, though the task proves extremely challenging. A plan is revealed to divide the queen's body into relics and seal them into successors for containment. This controversial decision faces opposition, with some suggesting more aggressive disposal methods. The compatibility issue means permanent confinement for those involved. An unexpected reunion occurs between Louis and Aurora, who reveals herself as one of the successors containing the queen's fragments. She explains how the queen's immortality led to this desperate solution, though it caused terrible suffering for the successors. A shocking revelation occurs involving Karen, who turns out to be connected to the blood source keeping everyone alive. Louis learns his sister sacrificed herself to stop the queen, becoming a successor whose tears sustained the survivors. The group encounters a powerful hunter with unique abilities to calm relics, similar to but stronger than Eva's powers. The hunter proves to be a formidable opponent, requiring team coordination for protection during the confrontation. The team encounters Nicola, who was thought to be turned to ash. His appearance raises suspicions of a trap, and his mysterious behavior leads to the discovery of a vestige containing his memories. The truth about Nicola is revealed. His previous appearances were merely copies he created of himself. This devastating revelation particularly affects Mia, who had been unknowingly interacting with these duplicates while the real Nicola was already gone. A tense and emotional scene unfolds as someone has been fighting against the urge to frenzy for an extended period. Through determination and strength, they manage to resist, showing incredible resilience. A touching reunion occurs between siblings, with heartfelt apologies and expressions of gratitude exchanged. A discussion about Mia's condition takes place. Though her awakening remains uncertain, someone expresses determination to become a successor to protect her. They refuse to let the world be destroyed before Mia regains consciousness, showing dedication to both personal and larger goals. An emotional reunion occurs between Mia and Nicola. Mia finally awakens, expressing gratitude for Nicola's constant presence and protection. They share a touching moment, acknowledging their sibling bond, with Nicola being praised as a brave and noble knight. Their love for each other is openly expressed. A difficult decision is made as paths must diverge. There are other successors who need help fighting against themselves to survive. Despite the recent reunion, understanding and support are shown for continuing the important mission rather than staying together. The scene shifts to an urgent situation involving Jack and potential frenzy. Eva and Jack are revealed to be monitoring successors, with Eva serving as a temporary vessel, using her voice to delay frenzy. They discover concerning developments under the cathedral. The identity of a successor in the cathedral crypt is revealed to be Juzo Mido, a scientist involved in Revenant research and Project Queen. This revelation has personal significance as Mito apparently betrayed and harmed multiple families through his actions. The story explores Lida's history through memories in a vestige. Lida served as an attendant to protect successors, though her strict adherence to duty led to extreme actions. Her story raises questions about purpose and the balance between duty and compassion. A rescue mission begins for Jack, who is attacked by Mido. The situation is complicated by thick miasma and the shocking revelation that Mido somehow escaped a sealed crypt and stole relics from Eva. The gravity of the situation becomes clear as immediate action is required. Through a vestige, dark truths about Mido are revealed. He conducted twisted experiments on orphans, treating them as test subjects and selling them as enhanced soldiers. His philosophy viewed humanity as merely a stepping stone to evolution, showing his complete lack of ethics. In a dystopian setting, a group finds themselves in a terrible situation involving a queen. Humanity appears to be on the brink of transformation into something new, with mentions of vessels, relics, and sacrifices being necessary for progress. A mysterious figure discusses how this relic will shape humanity's future. The scene shifts to discussing someone who volunteered for an experiment or procedure. Characters Emily and others are heading to a crypt location. There are intense moments of combat and retreat as reinforcements arrive, with characters trying to escape while supporting each other. The group shares a moment of camaraderie over food, specifically mentioning yakimos onigiri. They discuss their hopes for freedom from someone named Mito, showing their close bond and determination to stick together through difficult times. During an intense battle, the group faces overwhelming odds against powerful creatures. Emily helps create a distraction to allow others to escape. The scene demonstrates their tactical thinking and self-sacrificing nature to protect each other. After a devastating battle, survivors wake up to learn they've been turned into revenants by Mito. They are forced into servitude, defending against a frenzied queen, with their sleeping friends' lives being used as leverage for their compliance. The narrative reveals repeated deaths and rebirths while fighting the lost, with each death causing memory loss. The queen appears destined to fall as part of humanity's evolution, though this comes at a great personal cost to those involved. A confrontation occurs regarding sleeping companions, with one character trying to protect them from being used as sacrifices for another's ascension. The scene highlights themes of sacrifice and protection of loved ones. Plans for humanity's transcendence are discussed, with mentions of relics, corruption, and resistance through willpower. A character named Gregorio is mentioned as a future target, suggesting ongoing conflict and power struggles. An emotional reunion occurs between Yakumo and others, with discussions of past promises and protection. The scene is filled with both joy and regret, showing the deep bonds between characters despite their difficult circumstances. A confrontation develops involving stolen relics and a character named Eva, who has apparently been manipulated with a prototype installation. This revelation leads to dramatic tension and suggests serious consequences to come. The setting shifts to a transformed landscape. Ruins turn to desert due to a successor's last struggle with their relic. The area becomes significant as it mirrors Eva's birthplace and holds importance for an upcoming confrontation. A heartfelt conversation reveals the need to seal dangerous relics despite the difficult choices involved. Someone has developed a special song that can help subdue the relics, though handling multiple relics simultaneously remains challenging. The pain of carrying this burden is acknowledged but deemed necessary for the greater good. A touching backstory emerges about someone who was once voiceless and owned by Revenants. They were rescued and given a new purpose, displaying high compatibility with certain abilities. Despite potential risks to their humanity, they remain devoted to helping others, especially through their gift of song. An emotional scene unfolds, with a final song being shared. The lyrics speak of memories melting away and holding on to precious moments. The melody carries themes of youth, familiar sounds, and the passage of time. This poignant moment represents both an ending and a new beginning. The focus shifts to pursuing Mido, who has stolen relics and conducted dangerous experiments. Important revelations about the red mist emerge. It was created to contain revenants and protect humanity. The mist serves as both a prison and a protective barrier, preventing dangerous creatures from roaming freely. A confrontation with Mido reveals shocking truths about the world. Revenants were actually created to fight creatures that caused the Great Collapse. Mido believes in evolution at any cost, viewing the red mist as a barrier to progress rather than protection. His twisted vision involves sacrificing lives for what he sees as necessary advancement. The situation with Silva and the red mist becomes critical. A possible solution emerges, taking on Silva's relic and mission, though this means accepting an eternal burden of maintaining the red mist. Friends offer support and companionship for this difficult journey ahead. A deep discussion about duty and self-worth unfolds between an attendant and their successor. The attendant struggles with the concept of living for themselves, viewing their sole purpose as serving their successor. This reveals the complex relationship between duty and personal identity. The narrative shifts to a disturbing discovery in a facility where attendants are connected to machines. Mido's experiments have turned many to ash. Despite difficult movement, an attendant desperately searches for their successor, driven by an unwavering sense of duty and the need to ease suffering. There are philosophical musings about the nature of dedication and duty, questioning whether single-minded devotion to a successor is truly the right path. It ends with uncertainty about a real situation unfolding. A mysterious presence leaves behind a vestige containing familiar memories. There is an internal struggle with a growing monster, showing signs of fear but also determination to keep fighting despite the overwhelming challenge. The emotional turmoil leads to a plea for help and destruction, revealing deep internal conflict. The vestige reveals Cruz's story as queen and her mission to help the afflicted while battling her own demons. Her legacy lives on through the attendants of Relics, who remain incomplete but dedicated to staying by the sides of those in need. This reveals the deep connection between past struggles and present purpose. A heartfelt desire emerges to fulfill Cruz's wishes and bring true salvation, not just consolation, to the people. This goes beyond simple duty, representing a deep personal calling to make these dreams reality and help those in need. The mission takes on new meaning through personal conviction. A debate unfolds about the right course of action in this bloodthirsty environment. While some warn against repeating past mistakes, others argue that unique experiences and witnessing others' struggles have led to new understanding. The focus turns to the strength found in fighting for survival and helping others. A touching farewell acknowledges the precious memories stored within and promises to preserve them forever. Despite being potentially just an empty vessel, these experiences have created lasting bonds and meaningful connections that will endure beyond physical presence. After Io transforms into the weeping tree, positive changes occur, including discovery of reliable blood beats. The story shifts to exploring possibilities of helping humanity despite past conflicts. This represents hope for building better lives within the Jail of Mists through research and cooperation. Documents reveal the true nature of horrors outside and why Revenants were created. The situation remains dire outside the Mists. The weeping tree maintains stability thanks to Io's sacrifice, while ordinary Revenants continue their protective mission without relic powers. The narrative concludes with a journey to the outside world, despite uncertainties about how Revenants will be received. Friends offer support and reminisce about their bonds. The mission continues, carrying forward both Cruz and Io's dreams as they venture into new territory with hope and determination.